explorers have discovered that the world Mellus Tertius has deposits of the powerful Noctilith, also known as Black Stone. The Mechanicum sends Sicarian infiltrators to scout the former war zone for threats. On the planet's surface, they find a strong presence of Orks, ready for a fight. The Adeptus Mechanicus must strike quickly to shatter the Orks and take control of the planet to harvest the precious resource.
Welcome back to the Belligerent Duck. This is Philip and I'm here with Thomas, and we are going to play Warhammer 40,000 today. It's going to be a match play battle, 1500 points, the Orks against the Adeptus Mechanicus. It's a new storyline, but we'll be continuing the Frigida Secundus storyline, but this is now a new chapter on a new planet, as you have heard in the introduction. So, we're going to play the Ascension scenario from the chapter-proof book, and well, everything is deployed already, but we're going to show you the armies first. These are my 1500 points of Orks. You probably already know what I usually bring for these battles. There are some minor changes this time. Okay, but let's go through everything. So for HQs, my Warlord here is the big mech here with his Grot Oiler and the custom force field, and he also has the Headwarper's Kill Chopper. Then we've got the boss here with his I think I just gave him a custom shooter. I don't think that he has a rocket. There we've got a weird boy here with the jump. We've got a pain boy here. Got a knob with war banner, and this is new. We've got four burners, and that is the spanner, the mech, and he's got a combi scorcher. So then we've got 30 Slugger Boys, 10 Gretchen, 20 Shooter Boys, Truck and Tank Busters, 10 with Bomb Squigs. And we've got, I think I didn't give them the Bomb Squigs actually when I think about it now. I think no Bomb Squigs this time, I'm not sure, I have to look. And then the Mega Dread, who is now a Mecha Dread, and if you didn't know, Games Workshop actually updated the War Scroll, so now you can really play the Mega Dread with the Mecha Dread War Scroll. And my army is Battleforged, and I've got a Battalion Detachment and a Vanguard Detachment, and this brings me up to 9 command points.
And now for exactly 1500 points of Adeptus Mechanicus. The congregation is led by Tech Priest Dominus with a Volkite Blaster and a Phosphor Serpenter, which is replaced by an artifact, the Phosphor Phoenix. The Warlord trait is, because I'm playing Mars, the Static Salem Code, which increases the aura to reroll 1 to hit to 9 inches instead of 6. Then we have a Tech Priest Engineer, and for troops we have 3 Cataphrone Destroyers with Plasma Cullerines and Phosphor Blasters, 10 Skitari Vanguard, 3 of them have Plasma Cullivers, then 10 Skitari Rangers, and 3 of them have the Transuranic Arquebus. For elites we have 10 Full Grid Electro Priests and 1 unit of 5 Sicarian Infiltrators with Fleshed Blasters and Taser Goats. Then we have 1 unit of 2 Sidonian Dragoons with Taser Lances, and one of them, this one, has a Phosphor Serpenter. And for heavy support we have 2 Castellan robots over there with 3 heavy Phosphor Blasters, 1 Honor God Dune Crawler with a Neutron Laser, and an additional Cognis Heavy Stubber, and I guess it's also fast attack, an Arrow Strider Ballistrati with the twin Cognis Last Cannon. I'm using a Brigade Detachment, and this brings me up to 8 command points.
So as I said, the scenario we are playing, it's the Ascension scenario, and the mission objectives, there are 3 mission objectives there, and there's one here, one there, and one over there, and the goal in the scenario is to get a majority of models within 3 inches of one objective to gain a victory point. But it's better to get a character model there that gives you an additional victory point, and if you hold it for another turn with the same character, then you even get another victory point. So obviously at the end of turn 5, and we're definitely going to cap the game at turn 5, the player with more victory points wins. So my orcs already have deployed. We've got the Gretchen here, we've got 5 burners here, we've got the shooter boys here, the rear knob is there, 30 boys, 30 boys, the general with the custom force field, of course, to have this protective bubble here, the war banner there, the war boss is there too, and the pain boy is there in the middle too, the mecha dread is here, and the truck busters are here. If Thomas gets the first turn, which I think he will get, they won't be able to be blown off the table right away. So, and how did you deploy your stuff, Thomas?
But on the right flank we have the 10 priests ready for combat. And they will be also accompanied by the dragoons. In the backline we have the last cannon, the tech priest engineer, which is looking out for the Onager Doom Roller. Up here on the building we have our snipers, and down there our main battle line, the tech priest, the heavy blaster guys, the Skitari, and of course the robots.
Yes, and your main mages there, Dominus Mages is there,
exactly,
right?
Giving rerolls.
On a 9-inch bubble, yeah, I love it. Okay, roll off for turn 1. Thomas has +1, so let's go.
7.
Okay, I can try to seize this on a 6. Give me a 6 now.
Do it. And it's a 2.
So as expected, the Adeptus Mechanicus goes first. These are the canticles that Thomas has rolled for this turn. So we've got the Litany of the Electromancer and the Benediction of the Omnisire here. Movement phase done for the AdMech. These moved, they moved, so they have the objective, and they moved, that's all. And now we're going for shooting. So, and we're in the middle of the shooting phase of the Adeptus Mechanicus. 11 orc boys from this 30-man squad died already from these and from these rangers here, and now we're going to show you the shooting of these snipers, of these sniping rangers at the warboss, I guess.
Exactly.
Yes, at my warboss. They're trying to take him out so that I can't run and charge. Okay, where do you want to roll?
Right here, 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling once, and there's a 2 again.
Nice.
And now strength 7, toughness 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So wounding on 3s. 6s have some special stuff. I'm gonna look this up now. But you can at least make the custom force field.
For the 4, which I save.
And the 6.
For the 6, which I don't save. Of course I don't save this. So that's a mortal wound and D3 damage.
Let's see. Oh, just
that's
1.
2 damage, so that means he's next to the pain boys, so 6s. No. Okay, that's 2 damage on the warboss.
Exactly, and just for clarification, if anyone asks, the big mech is just not visible to the snipers right now, otherwise I would have like shot at him.
Yes, yes. Okay. So because he is like a clever git hiding behind the tree. And more shooting was done. All the shooting. The robots and the destroyers shot at the boys, and 9 boys died here. And the crawler shot at the Mecha Dread, but I got really lucky with the saves. And I saved all the damage. So that's the end of Adeptus Mechanicus shooting phase. And yes, that's, I guess, almost the end of the turn now.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
So you will be scoring 1 victory point over there. And so let's go into Orks turn 1. Orks turn 1. So movement phase is done. I got very lucky with my running rolls, and both mobs got 6s for running, and the war boss 2. And yeah, well, so they are in the middle now, and they will be charging this unit of Skitari. The Mecha Dread came here to get potentially a little bit of cover from, depending on from which side. We agreed that if even if he's not in the terrain, if he's covered a lot, it's harder to shoot at him. They moved here, they won't be in range for anything. Some movement here with the Gretchen for some screening purposes. They just moved a little bit so that I can attempt the jump in my psychic phase. That is that for now. So let's go for psychic phase now. I can probably do the roll right now. Oh yes, and one more thing. I played mob up here, so my 2 mobs are now one big mob of boys with sluggers and choppers. Okay, so I'm trying with my weird boy here to jump. And I get +3 because of all the orcs and some Gretchen here. So it's a casting value of 7.
Number 1 it is.
It will be very hard to fail this now, so let's see. Yeah, okay, that's a 7 already, so that means a 10, so I don't imperil. That's great. And here they are, the shooter boys came out at the other end of the table, 9 inches away from this little guy here, a little bit more than 9 inches away from that one. Orc shooting done, not all too glorious. The tank busters here are not yet in range, so he actually managed to kill one of the Skitari here. The shooter boys up there put 1 wound on this priest here, and 1 wound on that crawler guy. However, is he called? What's he called? Ballistrati or something. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now let's see if we can do some charges. Okay, let's do the charges. So the Warbanner guy goes first because he can now still charge through. That's not good enough, but here we go. That's a 9. Damn, I would have needed 10. Okay, and now for the big mob of boys here.
Number 1s.
It's a 5. I don't even think a 5 is good enough. But I will re-roll for, here we go.
Double 1s again, please, come on.
Probably, no, the 5 is not good enough. Okay, so if I fail this charge, I'm really in deep trouble.
Do it again, like low. Oh,
no. Oh! Okay, that's what I call a wall. Okay, and these will also charge that guy, so they need a 9 here. Come on. Oh, that's a 5, that's not enough. And that's a 10. They are so in. So, and here we have the result. This big blob of orcs is here crashed into the Skitari. I'm pretty sure they're going to die now. 2 orcs died in the Overwatch. Got this conga line here, so that they're still with the pain boy and the war banner and everything. So, and here they are have not piled in yet, so they will be able to move a little bit closer to the Dune Crawler and lock him into combat. And that's it. Let's go into the melee phase. So we did the combat off camera. Nothing surprising happened. So the Skitarii were deleted. The destroyers didn't do anything in close combat. I consolidated towards them, and here I didn't consolidate towards them, but they will come anyway if they want to. And here I consolidated into the Dune Crawler. So that's it for my turn. Is this 3 inches? Yes, so I've got a character here within 3 inches, so I will score 2 victory points for this, but that's it. So that's turn 1 for the Orks. So far I'm pretty satisfied.
Yeah, me not.
but after I've been deleted by the Drukhari last time, I really need some game that looks better for me. So so far the war is going as planned. Let's see what the AdMech will do as a response in the next turn. So Adeptus Mechanicus turn 2. These are the canticles, so the canticles of the litany of the Electromancer, and how was the other one called?
Short psalm.
Yeah, that's a psalm, but it doesn't matter so much. That's with the D3 mortal wounds that you won't get.
Let's see. On a 6, no, and on a 6, no.
Yeah, I hate when things go off only at 6s. I mean, in this case, I'm happy, but yeah. So movement done. Not very much has happened, but something important here. Close combat units came closer and they will charge. And the destroyers moved out of close combat so that in the next combat phase I can strike at them. And the robots weren't in there for anyway. Yeah, that's it. And Thomas has played the binary override for the robots. That means they can shoot twice now at these poor boys here. Why would you shoot at them? They're so friendly and nice and just want to play with you. So shooting the rangers, these rangers here, they shot at the boys, killed 5 boys. And these ranger snipers tried to take out the warboss again and just
failed miserably.
Yes, they are not so great snipers anymore. I took 1 wound off him. And now the robots are going to shoot at the boys.
Yeah.
So
36 shots, hitting on 4s, but rerolling 1s. So that's a lot of 2s and 3. And I also played the Mars, the Wrath of Mars stratagem.
The Wrath of Mars stratagem is doing something.
Means that like all the wound rolls of 6 are mortal wounds in addition to any other damage, like the normal damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Many mortal wounds here.
Yes.
Doesn't change so much for me, but still have the pain boy save. But whoa, that's really many 6s. I really wish I would once roll that for a pain boy save on my boys.
What? That's awesome actually right now.
Oh, these boys are in trouble.
So in total this is like 8 mortal wounds and 8 wounds, that's 16 plus 9 is 25 pain boy saves.
So are these also -1?
-2.
Ah yes, okay, so it's just all the pain boy saves. 25 pain boy saves now. Let's hope the best. I see some 6s.
Yeah, at least.
And that's it, 20 dead boys. I took them all from there so that we deny this charge at least. That was a heavy strike for the Orks now, but I guess there is more hope for the Adeptus Mechanicus now here. So in the rest of the shooting, the Warlord killed another boy, and these killed also boys, and Yes, the last cannon back there took 2 wounds off the Mecha Dread here. Yes, and now for charges. What are you going to do?
I'm going to charge with them into the boys. Let's see if we can do that.
So.
That's a 4. No.
Oh, not so great.
I guess that's it then.
That's it for charges. Okay. So, close combat. Yes.
Let's do this. 3 hits on the boys, on 5s. Whoa, 2 hits.
What's with this Dune Crawler?
Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds on the boys!
Okay, it's minus a lot, right?
No, it's minus nothing.
It's minus nothing, okay, so t-shirt says 6 plus here. No, so 2 dead boys. And now I'm going to swing back. So these boys attacks, they put 2 wounds on the Doomcrawler. The thing is, the knob with his power claw hit twice, but the Doomcrawler just rolls 2 6s for his save. So the really good damage didn't come through. That was unfortunate. And then it's the end of turn 2 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. I decided for the leadership to spend 2 command points for them to autopass. Because there are only 12 boys left, I don't want to use his ability to put mortal wounds on them because I need every single boy now. Because of that movement, Thomas doesn't score anymore, so at this point it's 3-1 for the Orks.
Also because I'm dumb and forgot my reserves.
Oh yes, the reserves. Well, turn 3 then. Done with the movement phase. Truckbusters, and here are not in range of this objective. He went here. The big mech went closer to him to protect him a little bit. They ran towards these guys, and as he moved closer, but he didn't run. And some more Gretchen spreading out back there. And well, nothing important back then. And that's basically it. I will do a few things. I will try to repair this guy with my big mech now, and I will also try to heal him with my pain boy. Okay, my rolling was somewhat successful. He's completely repaired and he's completely healed, so I had to use a command point because I rolled a 1 for the pain boy, so that would have meant he would have lost an additional wound, but I really didn't want that, so I rerolled and then I rolled a 5, so that means 3 lives came back on him. Okay, so now we're going into psychic phase, and I'm going to try and use the jump on the on the burner's back there. So this goes off regularly on a 7 only, but if an 11, that's good, and it's not yet perils. Okay, and that's where they went. I actually made a dumb mistake because I thought, great, I can jump them, but of course they only have a range of 8, so that means I will never be able to flame at anything first turn. So yeah, that was a little bit dumb, but okay, they are here. Let's see, maybe they survive. Okay, and that's it for my psychic phase, of course. Okay, so far shooting. The kill cannon here put 2 wounds on one of the robots. And now the tank busters are going to shoot at the robots here. Hitting on 5. Whoa, and re-rolling.
Oh my god.
And this is potentially going to hurt. Nothing in addition, well, but it was still a good roll. So that's 5 hits already. So I have strength 8, so 3s here. That was bad. That was pretty bad. I might invest the command point here. Yes, I'm going to use a stratagem and re-roll one of these. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 wounds. -2.
-2. They're on a 4+ now because they have sharp sound on them.
Okay.
Well, sorry, and 6s are reflected.
I don't care about that so much. So that's 1.
1 goes through, yeah.
Okay, 3 damage then. Does 1 explode or does 1 die?
No, because they have 6 wounds.
No! That's unfair. Come on, boys. Now for charges, we already did the Overwatch here. 2 boys died here, and nothing on the war boss. So the boys, you're going to charge. Okay, with 5, that's good enough. I will still reroll because I try to get a higher result here. Oh, another 5. Okay. And now the war boss back then. There. That's an 8. Okay. And then I can also follow up by the pain boy for 2, but I can reroll for an 8. Should be good. And this is how it looks like now. And here like that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to the objective. I had hoped to get a higher charge, so I could put him somewhere there, but okay, never mind. So now we're going into close combat, and well, I think I will start with the war boss over there. And the war boss hit and killed, and now I'm going to swing with these boys here. That's 21 attacks plus the knobs attack, or attacks, the white ones. And these are hitting on 2s and the white ones on 3s. So the green ones are wounding on 5s, but since I have the power claw here, these are wounding on 3s. Many 5s now. Reroll that one. Okay, that's... see, not so bad. That's 7 5s. Oh, and 3 wounds from the power claw. Not bad. I'm happy about all the wounds from the power claw, of course. Okay, what's your save now?
So it's a 4+ save for the 7 wounds.
Okay.
Well, 1 dead and 1 is on his last wound.
Okay.
Then let's do 6s for the power claw save. Nope, second one is dead. This one is dead, I guess. Well.
Okay, because that's D3 damage and it's
Yeah,
at least 1. Yeah, okay.
6 for the next one, the last one. Nope, D3 damage.
Okay. Or 3.
And it's gone as well.
Okay, well that's good. At least I killed those. Yeah, let's loot them later. Okay, so now these boys are going to swing at the Doomcrawler. Yes, 31 attacks from the normal boys here, hitting on 3. It's always 1 that goes down. It doesn't count, I have to re-roll it. That's our rules. Okay. And now 5s to wound. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad.
On 3+.
3's here.
Well,
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Okay. Now let's see that power claw. Hitting on 4s. All hit. Wounding on 3s, I think.
3s, yeah.
Strength 10.
1 wound.
1 wound, yeah, well.
6s. Oh, 5s, because he's an invul.
Come on! D3 damage. This Doomcrawler is so resilient. For 2 damage.
It's 4 damage in total.
4 damage on that one. So, and I have now consolidated my troops. Taking some hits, so the robots killed 1 boy here. Pretty much failed. Also there, the Dune Crawler, kill the boy. And here I messed up badly. I consolidated with both, which was a dumb thing to do. And of course he hit on the Pain Boy and made 4 damage. I didn't roll one single 6, and the Pain Boy just died. That was really dumb, I must say. Okay, but one learns from things like that. I hope you don't have to do it to learn it like me. Okay, but it's the end of the turn. And now I score 3 for this because I have him there for another turn. And that's it. I don't have to take a leadership test here. It's just fine. They also don't have to take one. And that's it for my second turn, and we will go into turn 3 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 3. So these are the canticles. That means reroll once in close combat and reroll once for shooting. Yes, that's it. Let's go into movement. Movement phase done. These came closer to hopefully get a charge.
They shifted a bit over here.
Oh yeah, they got a bit too close to these choppers here, so shifted back. And this one got repaired. Two wounds were taken off the one robot. And that's it. Psychic phase won't be happening. And we're going to shooting, but not so much shooting either, I guess. So some successful ranger shooting here. So the knob with the warbanner was taken out by the snipers, and these were also very successfully taken out by them. So charges. Thomas managed to get this charge going here into the poor boys. So now the Adeptus Mechanicus will bring back the Krumpen to the boys. Okay, the Electro Priest attacked and they completely smashed up the boys, like totally... I can't describe it. So, it was a total overkill here. Yes, these are the moments when I wonder, shouldn't my army be able to do that? But great, some cool bashing here. Okay, so now you pick a regular unit to attack in close combat.
This one.
Okay. I forgot to mention the truck took 2 wounds, only 2 wounds from 2 last cannon hits in the shooting phase. Without ramshackle even, just straight. Thomas rolled 2 ones with his 2d6. And that's the end of turn 3. Okay, so one got killed here. This one is really resilient. Yes, we put, I think, how many? Just 2 wounds on?
Just 2 wounds, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so they are taking him apart very slowly.
To loot the bits, I guess.
Yes, they're too busy. I mean, they're Death Skulls. They are really too busy looting their armor, and that's why they are not destroying him fast enough. Also, the boss is not around to tell them what to do. He completely failed to destroy him, and he almost got his butt kicked by the attack, so he's down to 2 wounds here. And yeah, Thomas forgot again to bring his reinforcements there. We agreed now that he can set them up, but
they can't do anything. So
they can't do anything, but at least they're now on the table, okay? Things might have gone a little bit differently, but for example, they would probably have made the charge or not, okay? But it's now how it is. At least they are there now. Okay, so that's the end. You don't score again, if I'm correct here.
Yeah.
You're really in a little bit of a problem, but we'll talk about that later. My army, however, is falling apart, so we'll see what I can do now in my 3rd turn. Orks turn 3, movement done. They moved here. They moved closer. He stayed behind the Mecha Dread. These moved into jumping range of the Weird Boy, and yeah, well, that's basically it. Now, oh yes, and he repaired the Mecha Dread for, well, there was one wound, so he repaired that. Okay, and that's it for movement. Now let's go into psychic phase. Maybe I will not jump the Gretchen, but I will jump the weird boy himself to get more victory points. Let's try. Oh, that's a double one. So now he takes the 3 mortal wounds. For 3, obviously. That's 3 wounds here. So, shooting, the tank busters did what they do best. They have taken out the robots. Finally, it took too long. Yes, they didn't explode. So now I'm going to shoot with my Mecha Dread. Oh yes, and the big shooter here in the truck killed one of these Electro Priests. And now the Mecha Dread shot his rocket bombs, but they didn't do anything. And now the kill cannon, kill cannon, I think, it got off 6 shots at the Rangers, hitting on 4s. So I'm going to roll this on camera now. So I need 4s to hit. Oh, that was pretty shitty. It's just Rangers, so I'm going to take it. And these wound on 2s, which is just 1 wound, which is ridiculous. Okay.
Minus?
It's -2, I think.
So it's 5 plus.
No. Okay, so 1 dice with 2 damage. Yeah, okay. Great shooting incoming here. Okay. Yes, and then that knob shoots at the Doomcrawler. It doesn't hit. Okay. That's it. I think that's it for shooting. So this combat here went in a very funny way. So he completely failed his 4 attacks. So then I decided to use a command point for one of them to reroll, and I rolled another 2. The Squeak then puts 1 wound on that model, then he strikes bad, and that's what he rolls. So they were just hacking at each other and almost nothing happened. So yeah, pretty bad.
Very.
And yes, now we're going to go for this combat here. So the boys finally crumped that Doomcrawler. Now the question is, will he explode?
No, unfortunately.
Lucky gits. And that's the end of the turn. Well, unfortunately the Orks are here pretty exposed. They will probably be shot to death in the turn 4 of the AdMech. But Thomas is not scoring, and I just scored another 2 victory points here. So that now I'm at 7 victory points in total, and Thomas has still 0.
One.
Oh, 1 because what? Ah, because of the first turn. Yes, you have 1. Okay, so I won't be able to catch up anymore. But we will still give it a little bit of a go and see what happens in turn 4. Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 4. Movement phase done. Some things happened, so the war boss is left to these guys over there, and this one moved, and the Electro Priest here moved. They're coming to me, yay. And back there is the Tech Priest, yes. And that's it for movement. Now shooting. So the war boss got shot dead. How many boys? 6 dead boys over there, and 3 wounds on the truck here from that guy over there with the last gun. Okay, that's it now. Now there will be charges. So this charge was successful. Overwatch was not very successful. And this charge was also successful without any wounds from the Overwatch. So we did the attack. 1 mortal wound was dealt by the successful charge, and then 3 additional mortal wounds were dealt from their attacks. Then 3 wounds came through, and then I rolled 3 6s for saves. So that's where it ends. Now I will interrupt, and I will go over here and try to bash that guy to death before he kills my boys. So our boys are going to swing. So I'm hitting on 3s with the green ones and on 4s with the white ones, which represent the power claw. 2 power claw hits. That's already good. Fours and 2s. It's going to. Okay. So that means 6 normal wounds. He saves on a 5+.
No, 2+.
Yeah, that's what I meant. In my mind.
It's fine.
And 1 power claw. -3.
On the 5+.
Fail that at least.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how much damage. D3. 2 damage. Not enough. Not enough. And in return, he doesn't do anything. And now he will attack back. And he is hitting on 3s with his Ripper Claw. That's where 5 attacks, so that's 4 hits and 2s here. Okay, that's 4 and -3.
So 4 3+. Of course I feel free.
So it's 3 dead.
No, they still have a Phenol Pain. What's the damage on the claw?
D6 each. Why do we have 3+?
Because I killed a unit in combat before.
Okay.
Let's try the one first, 5+. No. Then that's the 3. No. And I guess I don't need to try 4, but I still do. Nope.
Okay, so just
3 dead.
3 dead. Okay, the end of the turn. I have to roll the leadership test here for these orcs. 5. Oh no, maybe some will run. How many did I lose?
6 + 5 is 11, and you have 9 left.
I think I have 9 for moral, so that 2 more run, then doesn't matter really, just take away 2 more shooter boys here. Okay. Yes, so Thomas scores 2 points now, so now it's 7-3. And my 4th turn. Okay, Orcs turn 4. Movement done. They moved a little bit away from this combat. Who knows what happens? They came closer there to decide what to do with the weird boy. And he repaired the Mecha Dread. That's it for movement. Let's go into psychic phase. I have to think briefly about my weird boy action. Okay, so I decided to smite, and it went through, and I put 3 mortal wounds on that guy, so... And it exploded, but it didn't matter, because it's just a 3-inch range. Okay, now into shooting. Shooting phase already done. Nothing really happened. And we're going straight into close combat, and of course I'm going to swing first with this guy here. Of course? Is it a course? Maybe he will survive. No, I need to. They can do damage, so I will kill them. I will try to kill them. Okay, the Mecha Dread doesn't do anything. Nothing. Zero. Nada. But the boys, even without the help of the Power Claw, kill the Dominus Magus. And that's the end of the turn. They put 1 mortal wound on him. They slayed the Warlord and consolidated into that direction. And that's it, and we're going into the 5th turn. That was the 5th turn for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We did it completely off camera, and I'll just tell you what happened. Okay, the truck did die, and some wounds were put on this one, 3 mortal wounds. And unfortunately these boys here had to go. They were wiped out. Yeah, and that's it. actually. You score another 2 victory points for 2 objectives. Okay, and that's the end of my 5th turn, so the Tankbusters have taken out this one, and didn't have much. One here, one died here, so in total I go to 10 victory points, and you, Thomas, has 5, so this is a good victory for the Orks. I guess on this channel I needed one. Okay, so thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Maybe next time we go into a quick recap here. Okay, that's the end of the game. Quick recap here. Yes, I am pretty happy I won. I really wanted to win. I really get my butt kicked too many times at this point of the channel history. The boys did it, though I have to say you did a good, a nice compromise. You didn't play Call. What do you say to that?
Well, in hindsight, it would have been like better to play him, I guess. Changing canticles and having rerolls on not only once but 2s and 3s and stuff as well. It's awesome. But I guess my gravest mistake was not bringing reserves early enough.
Yes, that was a problem. Your reserves, you just forgot about them for 2 turns.
It was seriously bad. And
Yes.
I guess it could have changed at least a little bit, like prevent the destruction of so many buffer units in front, like the destroyers and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, some of your rolls were really horrible. I think my luck was pretty mixed. Like, I didn't feel that I have very bad or good luck. It was just, sometimes it was very good and sometimes it was just very bad. But yours were partially really horrible, I admit that.
Especially in close combat.
Yes, especially in close combat with your warlord. Yes, well, I don't know. I am really convinced that had you played Call, the thing would have looked really differently. It was a nice thing to do. The idea was a little bit to moderate the fact that I don't have a codex yet, so maybe not play the most competitive model. I don't know. I mean, of course, for a more competitive list, you would also spam robots or so.
Yeah, but spamming robots is a bit boring, in my opinion.
It's boring.
What would have been a good idea is to bring more small units, like more Rangers or more Vanguard. Unfortunately, I don't have like them painted yet. That's the main reason I did not bring more.
Yes.
But I will in the future.
On this channel, we really only want to play with fully painted models, so that's the thing. Of course, we have many more models. You know how that is, plastic addiction and all. But we really, I mean, we are really painting a lot, but still, we don't play models on the channel that are not painted. So, yeah, well, whatever. So, any last words? Any final words?
Don't forget the reserves. Like, put them somewhere you see them all the time and not behind your back, I guess. This would be the most important.
Yes. Maybe at the corner of the table or something, or at the margin of the table, yes. Yeah, for me, bring Tankbusters. Well, I think one thing I also have to say, this was the first time I played the Mecha Dread, and he wasn't bad, but he also wasn't good, but I don't think he's supposed to stay in the back and just shoot. He's just, as most of the Orks unit, he is really a close combat monster, and he is supposed to go into the front lines and get into combat. I mean, he hits on a 4+, I guess because there's a Gretchen inside of him, I think. But the thing is that still, that's if you do the math, it's still not many shots that come out of him. Like, it's always D6, twice D6. Oh, I forgot the 2 big shooters he has. Okay, still wouldn't have changed so much, but of course, that's the other thing. Don't forget your big shooters.
And don't put your dune crawler somewhere he can't escape, like next to a big rock. Don't do that.
Yes, that was the thing. Yeah, I could bind him the whole game with my jumped boys. Yeah. Okay, so however, enough talk. I hope you like this. Leave us always in the comment what you think about this game. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a fun game. Yeah, I also hope this new premiere of this new army on this channel. Guess the Adeptus Mechanicus will return. And well, if you liked it, like the video and please subscribe to our channel for more Warhammer 40,000 and Age of Sigmar battle reports. As side note, maybe we haven't uploaded, or we probably won't upload an Age of Sigmar battle report until the new edition comes out. It will be in June, so we feel that it's not really worth the effort now before we get the new rules in our hands. Until then, we will just do 40k. Okay, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, as always. Bye bye.
See you.